Joel, given that you guys are pretty much out of the playoff conversation at this point at 5-8, what's the mentality of this team going into Saturday's game?
Yeah, we're trying to beat the Ravens. We understand, like, we didn't shy away from where we're at. Coach Stefanski's, told us straight up he understands, we understand where we're at. And it's unfortunate, but we understand we have business to handle, and, nothing changes in that mindset of trying to win out because, we still got a chance. It's not, officially, it's not zero, and I think the guys have a lot of pride in this locker room. We understand we haven't put what we want to put on tape, throughout the year. It's been very sporadic and sometimes, but, our goal all week's been 1-0. We understand where we're at, but we're going to try and beat the Ravens, and they've been playing really good defense and, finding ways to win games.
Joel, they have a new coordinator. They have some new guys even from last time. Is it a bunch different defense than you've faced through the years?
No, I think their base stuff and their schemes are pretty similar. The coordinator kind of picks and chooses a little bit more when he wants to bring the house and throws games out there and stuff. But they do a really good job. They've stymied some real defense. Since we've played them, I think they've held everybody pretty low in the rushing totals. Yards per carry, blitzing. They've been one of the top defense, best third down defense in the league, maybe. So they're definitely a challenge. But it's the same base stuff, but he has a couple little wrinkles in there that are different as well.
Is Roquan Smith a big part of how well they've played?
Yeah, they have two linebackers that can run, that can cover, that can blitz. And so, Patrick Queen and Roquan are both really good players. And to have them both there, they can kind of pick and choose who's going to blitz. You can't really keep one guy.
How do you get this run game back on track? It seems to have sputtered the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think for us it's been back to the fundamentals this week, really focusing on your assignment each time and having that mindset where your guy's not going to make the play. We understand it's football, but just get back to that mindset. Like, you watch the tape, and everybody had a play or two where it's just like, man, we make that one block, and it's like, oh, out the gate, or we, do one thing differently, and you have a big play. So, and that's football, though. That's football. That's pretty much how it is every week. But on the O-line especially, we've been back to the fundamentals and just really focusing on each play and winning your 1/11th.
Joe, how much does stuff change when you're maybe running more out of the pistol or the shotgun than under center?
Yeah, there's differences for sure. When you use the wide zone stuff, it doesn't hit quite as fast because, you're usually next to the guy if you're in the shotgun. There's different aspects to it that we've been working on. We understood this was, going to happen and how we play. So we're really working on it, but there are definitely small aspects that are different: pistol, shotgun, under center.
Is that the same with design quarterback stuff and, when he sticks it in the belly and keeps it? Or?
Yeah, it's definitely different, a little bit more inside zone and things of that nature for us, and not trying to be downfield if we are going to keep it and throw it on the RPOs and stuff. So there's definitely stuff that you have to get used to and work through it, but we're getting the reps, and I think, as the season progresses, we're going to continue to improve in those areas.
After 2 games now with Deshaun, what adjustments are you guys on the line making when he's moving in the pocket?
Yeah, we got called for holding a couple times when he scrambled last week, and those guys seemed a little excited to throw the flags, in my opinion, anyway. But yeah, we just got to know that the play can go on forever, and if you feel a guy starting to pull off, it's really a feel thing. I think you see some of the best plays in football are when guys like Deshaun and Mahomes and these guys get out of the pocket and throw deep pass. So we understand it's part of the game, and we just have to adjust ourselves a little bit to where, hey, if this is happening, let's try and let go. And unfortunately, you're probably going to live with a couple of them just because that's the nature of the beast.
You can't turn your head, right?
Right, no eyes in the back of the head, you know what I mean? So it's just more of a feel thing and kind of understanding, all right, this guy's not rushing anymore. He's kind of breaking out of the pocket and trying to let him go.
Joel, how much this year have you guys have injuries impacted the line and played a part into the struggles? I know you talked about the struggles as a whole this year, but just how you guys as a group think you're doing.
Yeah, it's football, especially the O-line, is an injured sport. Guys get banged up, and from the jump, we're missing Jack to start the year. Nick, obviously, in that first game, preseason game, went down, and Poe stepped in and was playing at a very, very high level. But you lose Dawson, you lose Dunny. Yelda's never played center before, and he's coming in and fighting his butt off and getting us in the right calls and all those things. But, Wyatt, we obviously missed for a little bit. So there has been some injuries, and I think a lot of teams deal with it. But we're trying to work through it, and we understand, last few weeks it hasn't been the best, and we accept that. We understand, hey, we want to be one of the best lines in the league, and that's not what we put on tape the last couple of weeks, and and the guys are really focused on improving that and continue to work. But injuries are part of the game, and you got to really find a way to, try and get through those.
Do you think those struggles are less schematic and just more one-on-one, getting,
I think if you look at it all in a big picture, I think you can look at a little bit of everything. There's guys that, DJ Reader played a great game, and I think he took a little bit of everybody, once or twice, and he did a good job for them. But then there's some scheme things too. There's a few times where we didn't have the numbers in the box or something that way, and that's part of football as well. I mean, every week you're going to have that. Not every call is perfect. Not every play is blocked perfectly. So I would say it's a mix.